So if I could focus on 5 things to reset my metabolism, balance my hormones, and gain my energy back in 2025, this is what I would do. It's not about quick fixes or 75 hard challenges. It's truly about setting your real foundations to make your body feel safe in your body, to let go of any of the extra weight, any of the cravings, and any of the fatigue. So safety is super, super important. So I'm Laura. I'm an integrative nutritionist, registered dietitian, and I help women 40 plus lose weight, balance their hormones, and finally stop feeling like their body's fighting them and actually working with their body and feeling amazing. So if I had to restart from scratch at age 45, these would be the 5 habits that are non-negotiable. So let's dive in, and starting with day 1. What is the first thing I would do? I would absolutely balance my meals, balance my hormones by it's called setting a protein floor. And really just starting your first meal of the day, whenever that is, to make sure that we have some good protein in it to balance our hormones. Balancing our hormones cannot be done without balancing our blood glucose. And how is that done? Through having enough protein. So the fun breakfast that everyone brings in from work, the bagels, the muffins, the scones, yummy, yummy, yummy. Are they going to work for our hormones? Are they going to work for our metabolism? Sorry, they're not. We need to make sure if we're having something like that at work, let's throw in some hard-boiled eggs or some type of really good protein source. So that's really, really important. I am not a counter of macros or calories or anything, but if you had to count anything, you want to go for 25 to 30 grams of protein at your first meal. Again, protein helps keep our blood glucose steady, supports our hormones, and is going to reduce our cravings. So important. So we don't need to track macros. We just need to really make sure our meals are built around protein. We want healthy, clean protein, and that's another story for another day, but that's important too. So once your meals are balanced, you want to support your metabolism without stressing you out. So what is the next thing that we do? We're going to walk after meals. Easy peasy. We don't need fancy trackers. We don't need gym memberships. Do I love going to the gym? Yes. I am a gym proponent for sure. I go not every day, but I do go at least 3 or 4 times a week because I love it, because it feels good to me, not because it's a punishment, right? So we don't want to do anything that feels like a punishment to our body. But what is so easy to do, we could do it anywhere, anytime, is walking. So we want to walk right after our meals, 10 minutes. We don't need to do more than that. It's not hard. And anyone and everyone can do that. We can put the phone down for 10 minutes and we can go for the walk. If you look in your apps and you see how, you get a weekly report. Some of your phones, you can have an app that gives you the breakdown of your weekly report of how much time you have spent on your phone. I know we have spent more time scrolling than we can think, and we can just take a little bit of that scroll time into walk time. Amazing boost for metabolism. Easy, simple, science-backed, no excuses, right? So no perfection, just progress. If you haven't done it and then you do it twice a week, beautiful. If you've been doing it twice a week and you go up to 3, beautiful. That's the name of the game. That's what's important. Then the next thing that we need to do is we're going to reset the rhythm that controls everything. It's your stress and your sleep cycle. And so what do most women do? We basically are going to bed super late. We're not getting enough sleep. We don't even get outside. Forget about getting outside. We never get outside. So how are we going to reset our metabolism, our circadian rhythms? So simple, so easy. We are just going to wake up and get some first morning light. And hey, how about let's combine doing the walking with the first morning light, or even just going outside and getting that light. It's going to reset our circadian rhythms, which is so important for our metabolism and for balancing our hormones. So important. So we get bright light outdoors. We can do some light walking as well. It anchors our circadian rhythm, and we can also pair this with some breathing, maybe some gratitude. So some gratitude, some type of journaling like that, and you are set to go. This is not easy. This is free. This is something you don't have to, you could do anywhere. You could be traveling. You could be at home, wherever. This is what you can do. So if I was starting from scratch, I walk outside each morning and I make sure that I got my sunlight. I happen to walk outside each morning with my dog. I have no choice. So if you need a little motivation, a dog is going to get you out there. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but that will help. So we don't need meditation apps, even though they're amazing. We don't need to start right away with the cold plunges, even though there's certainly some science-backed, benefits to that. That's not where we need to start. Let's start simple. Simple is sexy, right? Let's just start simple. Now that everyone is, our hormones are listening, we reset our circadian rhythms. Now we're going to start with a little strength building, right? The next thing, number 4, we're going to do some simple strength 2 times a week. Again, you still don't need to go to the gym for this. You can simply do this at home. You can do some squats. You can do squats. You can do press-ups, pull-ups, some lunges. That's all you need to do. Use the weight of your body, some strength training. Muscle is so amazing, and much to what everyone thinks, it does not. We do not have to lose muscle as we age. It is simply a matter of movement. So if you think about it, as we're growing older, we're not as active. Maybe we're sitting behind a desk. We're being less active. If we simply change our activity levels, we are not going to lose muscle. Muscle is our metabolic equalizer. So we need to move. If we don't move it, we're going to lose it. That's simple. So now we have our gentle walking, and now we're going to get some strength training in there 2 times a week. Doesn't take much. Again, remember how much that scroll time we have. We can just kind of dial back on that and do a little bit of strength training. So if I was restarting from 0 at age 45, I'd start small, 2 times a week, using body weights, using bands, simple. We want to focus on consistency and not perfection. We don't need a gym membership. You just need your body. That's all you need, and a commitment to show up for yourself. And the last piece that most women overlook, sugar. So we're going to create a sugar strategy. This is the one that changes everything, your mood, your energy, and hormones, because when our blood glucose is high, we're going to get cravings. Our hormones are going to be in havoc. That's just the bottom line. If our blood glucose is not balanced, our hormones are in havoc city. That's just the bottom line. So it's not about quitting sugar completely, but it's about knowing how it affects your hormones, knowing that sugar is going to increase your blood glucose, which is going to increase your insulin. We got cortisol, spiking cortisol. That's our stress hormone. And that's our fat promoting hormone too. So remember, this is all coming from our sugar intake. How do we know what is affecting our blood glucose? I am a fan of continuous glucose monitoring, because then you actually know. Because food's going to spike our blood glucose, but guess what? So is being stressed out. So are emotions, if we're not regulating our emotions or moving through them and releasing them the way they need to be and not getting stuck in our bodies. So continuous glucose monitors are amazing, that you can actually see what's going on in your own body. Love them. So we want to really focus on stabilizing our blood sugar instead of cutting it out of completely. Right? I'm all about enjoying our food. We need to enjoy our food. I come from a place of enjoyment and enjoying your food, not restricting, not deprivation, but also having the knowledge of what is actually affecting your health. And so when we have this diet that's only filled with, cookies and cakes and things like that, our blood glucose is infected. That's not the only thing, but that's an easy way to start, is looking at how sugars are affecting our body. So if I was starting at 0 at age 45, I'd follow my own guide, 5 ways to cook sugar for healthy hormones, and that is a free guide that you can get below. So just click on the link below and you'll get the free guide. And this is an amazing place to start for healthy hormones. So once you balance your blood sugar, you balance everything, your hunger, your energy, your mood. And this is even before people go into HRT, right? We want to balance our blood glucose always. So now I've got the 5-step playbook I use to rebuild my health from 0. If I was starting from 0, how do we make this stick? Consistency, compassion for yourself, right? Forgive yourself. Have grace for yourself. We are not perfect. It's not perfection. It's progress, consistency, connection. Small habits add up for big transformation. We don't have to do the cold plunges, right? Just a little movement every day. It's all good. If you have a neighbor that you enjoy, reach out to your neighbor. If you have a dog, maybe you can walk someone else's dog. Don't even get the dog. Walk someone else's dog, right? You get all the benefits, enjoy the dog, but then you then you leave the dog, at your neighbor's house. So, and if you're ready to take the next step, my 5 ways to take sugar and balance your hormones below guide. Please click on the link, get it. If you enjoy this video, if you know of other women who are struggling, please share this video, like, subscribe. There are more to be coming out every week. And if we can just continue to lift each other up, share the good information. If this is resonating with you, share with your friends. That would be beautiful. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week.